So you ever just have one of those weeks that it seems like all your dreams are becoming a reality? That sums up this past week so well for me. But before we get into it, let me introduce myself. Hi, my name's John. I'm the owner of Jed's Card Shop. We're an online-based hobby and TCG business, and I'm documenting this journey from the ground up. We're capturing the wins, the losses, and everything in between, along with a little bit of hobby updates as well. So if you like that kind of content, please consider sticking around, liking, subscribing. We have a lot of fun here and we go over some very interesting things. Now let's get right into it. So like I said, over this past week, it has been a fantastic week. It's been really cool actually. And you know, it's interesting because when I first started this, my two main goals was one, earn the trust of the community, and two, secure distribution. Now I'm still working on building the community and actually showing what we're capable of. But we did secure distribution, which was a major milestone. Now I covered this in another video, so I'm not going to dive too far into it. But just a quick disclaimer, just because I have distribution does not mean I instantly get access to the Pokemon cards that everyone's chasing right now. We have to earn that. So this relationship is still brand new, and we're trying to establish it. What does that mean? That means the way distribution works is you have to support distribution on products that maybe aren't as popular as Pokemon for the ability to gain better products in the future. So probably heard several other store owners say this, they have to get their spend up. What they're referring to is the amount of money we spend to distribution. What that shows them is not only are we serious, but it also we're capable of moving products. So that's why if you've been on my website lately, you've probably noticed that I've added a lot of new things and a lot of new hobby supplies. Now, the reason I went that route is one, it's TCG based, because they do have, and it's a long story to get into it, but needless to say, if you want allocations to certain products, you got to buy within the category. So we're trying to get Pokemon, so we're buying within the TCG realm. So that's why you've noticed I've added top loaders, penny sleeves, a couple of really cool binders. I actually got one of those Charizard 9-pocket binders, and it's just really cool to look at. I'll probably do a short on it in the near future, but anyways, I went with those things because everybody needs it. Whether you run a shop, whether you're opening packs of cards, whether you do a rip and ship, whether you sell on eBay or sell on TCG Player, these are necessities, especially the top loaders, penny sleeves, and team bags. So if you are looking for them and you do want a really good deal, I do recommend going to my website. My goal is not to make a penny off of them. My goal is to move the product. That way I can increase my spend and get access to better products through distribution. If you go to my website, and anytime I do have access to English, I'm having to buy it from a secondary market. They're from a collector or a seller that's just given up. And so I always have to charge higher than what I would like to. And that way we can just maintain a small profit margin. But with the access to distribution, and if I do get access to Pokemon, I'm able to get better products, give better deals, and actually give back to the community. So if you're in the market to buy anything hobby related, check out my website first. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised with what all we do have now. So we started with Japanese on the store because that's what we had access to. I did establish a pretty decent relationship with a overseas store, and she's fantastic. She's done her best to help me, done her best to provide the products, and does it in a timely manner, and it's very authentic. I've never had to worry about any of my customers coming back and accusing me of selling fake products or resale products. So I'm very thankful for it. But obviously with the prices that's going on in the Japanese market, I've had to pivot a little bit. And that's why we have officially found a Chinese distributor that has provided things that we can add to the store. And that's why we have added the Gym 5 and Gym 4 packs. We've also added the slim booster boxes for the Stellar Crystal, and we have the Dragon Boat Festival boxes with Gyarados on the front. And if you haven't seen my short yet, stop what you're doing, go watch that, because I turned into a little kid. I was too excited to I was too excited when I seen that box. Just the sheer art, actually just talking about it right now is actually kind of, I can feel a little way about it because just the thought that was put into it, it really was made for collectors. Because that's the thing, the products that we sell is products that I would buy. I'm not just trying to move products for the sake of products, because I legitimately like this hobby and I legitimately like this stuff. Now, this past week has been insane on the amount of orders we've had. I feel like I've honestly spent the majority of this week packaging, which I don't mind. I honestly like turning on a little bit of music, taking my time, making sure everything's packaged right, shipped right. So that way when it gets to you, you have a great experience opening what you have purchased. Because that's one of the biggest selling points that I've always said when you purchase from us. I'm a collector selling too. So I treat these products as a collector would. So it's going to get the care and support and the attention to detail that it needs. I mean, feel free to look at my website, several reviews. I think we're at 35 reviews on our website, but then you can turn around and go to my TCG player, same name, and we have over 230 orders. That's all 5 stars. Because customer service has always meant a lot to me, but also taking care of the products and making sure it gets to you safely is a big deal to me. Now, the hard question that I've been asked is, am I where I want to be? Nowhere close. I have no plans of stopping or easing up anytime soon. Because one, we're still earning trust. We're still a small store. We're still new to the community and we're still proving ourselves. So there's still a whole lot of growing to do. There's still the relationship with distro I have to keep working on and building that up. But here's the reality, every dollar, every comment, every like, every subscriber, it gets us one step closer. Every time you check out my website, it's pushing us one step further. So if you've been following this journey, from the bottom of my heart, seriously, thank you. And if you haven't checked us out yet, I am running a pretty decent sale on our website and we're giving free shipping on orders over 150, which if you've been in the Pokemon space long, it's not too hard to get there. But either way, I do appreciate you taking the time to watch this today because we're going to keep building, we're going to keep pushing. So I'll see y'all in the next one.